My name is Mike Meth, and I've been digitally painting, which is what this is, for I guess about only 3 years. Now I've been using these products for more like 15, but I was always trying to find my style. I did a lot more traditional drawing, pencil type stuff. But I guess about 3 years, I happened to find a couple tutorials on digital painting. So I went along with the tutorials and did some of my own, and it looked like garbage. It was really awful, but I knew, like in that moment, that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So, I kept with it, and did the freelance thing for a while, and took to it, and I just fell in love. What I try to do with this is, there are a lot of people who do digital art, who do digital painting, and they rely really heavily on, the software, Photoshop tips and tricks. And, I try and do this, but like with more of a traditional workflow. More of a painterly approach, more painterly techniques, because I feel like that it forces me to get better. It forces me to make decisions about color and light and things like that. And I'm a teacher. We actually have some of my students over here. And one of the things that I try and impress upon my students also is learn it with more of a traditional workflow, because then, if you want to go and use some of the shortcuts, that's great, but you have the fundamentals, which I think is really important. So this piece over here, I had given my students an assignment where the purpose of the assignment is they were going to take a pre-existing character, be it from TV, movies, comics, what have you, and as a class we decided on a theme. So for this one, it was kind of like a steampunky Victorian type of theme, and so they took all kinds of comic characters, and I decided, I want to do it with them. So I came up with this idea of Wolverine, and I always thought that he kind of fit naturally with this type of an aesthetic, and so I had my brother pose for this. The face is not his at all. So I took some pictures of him just like in a dress shirt and slacks, and then I kind of had to fudge the vest and the sleeve garters or whatever you call it. And obviously, Wolverine, with the cigar, they kind of just go together. And, my brother is a cigar aficionado, so he was all about it. And it just, it fits, it works, and I had a lot of fun with the piece. I've never been a huge smoker. I've never done cigarettes or anything like that, but cigars I've gotten into in the past couple years, just because it's an experience, it's a lifestyle, it's much more of a culture and a status thing than it is just smoking. And there's a certain romanticism that goes along with it. It's kind of a throwback to an older, kind of more masculine time.